Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive to keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. They stop it at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. So the Virginia Cavaliers with less than ideal field position as they come out for their first possession. Of course, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. Kirk, this, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today.
First down loss sets up second and long from the 11. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
The big fullback's got it here. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Gutsy call here by this offense. Early in this game, on a fourth down, they decide to go for it, and they come up with the first down to be able to move the sticks and keep this drive alive. The gutsy call pays off for the offense.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Running back has it on a screen now. And bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage in that screen.
I love early in a game like this when you get the running back involved. Just get his hands on the football. Also, nice easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice easy throw. And look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Cristiano, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Aggressive start to this game. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it to the back. Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on fourth down and one, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He finds the running back in the flat. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Powerful running here. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display
for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
They'll hand it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
And tackled after a small pickup there. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. And the back now goes in motion. Pitch play to the back. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Virginia. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Joseph. He's tackled at the 17, so it'd been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. The Tigers offense out there for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 20.
Man, every single time this guy runs the option, you're kind of like holding your breath, wondering if he's going to break a tackle or get out into the open field and use his speed. He picks up some yards here, but let's see if this defense can keep putting pressure on him and not letting him get out into the open.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Press coverage now from these DBs. The pocket breaking down. And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it go. And the ball is picked off. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. He sets up the offense at the 34. Excellent field position here for the offense. The back's got it. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Finding space at the 20. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Hands off to the fullback. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. Well, so far, it's Virginia on top, Kirk. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. And the Cavaliers hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
The real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Gain moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling.
Hey,
Yeah, a little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. The pass rush closing in. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Oh, the pass is picked off. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway at the 26-yard line is huge. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. He'll hand it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Split backfield here. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Has the first down, still on the move. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today. And the Cavaliers lining up here on 1st and 10. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Now it's 2nd down here. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Watching this guy run makes me think of a famous old coach once said, any player on my team, I want him to be agile, mobile, and definitely hostile.
You're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And they'll stop him short of the goal line. Offense will set up inside the 5.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Chris, you don't see it often, but how much do I love seeing that fullback get a touchdown. He blocks all the time. They rarely give him a chance to get his hands on the ball, and when he does, he's rewarded with 6 points.
And now here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner looking to make a play here. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Offense getting set. It's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. New set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Second down play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. It's an out route. The catch made. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. And the pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they...
Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Tigers. Made the defense look slow that time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Virginia offense back on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Keeping it on the ground here.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. He pulls it in for a big gain.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Handoff in a single back formation. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
He'll go down right there. Worked his way for a short gain, but not enough for the 1st down. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. On the run, he'll let it go. And he pulls in the catch. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. It's an option look. He'll pitch it. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. That's going to do it for us here at the half. Time to see how this incredible playoff drama plays out. And for that, it's back to Chris and Kirk.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Joseph. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Try to catch the defense with the draw. The Soccer with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. And it's really solid defense on that play.
The throw complete to the running back underneath. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. They'll run it from the gun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. The freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. He's got some room and some blockers here. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
2nd down after that previous play. And the same runners got it again. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Defense getting very heavy here, looking to stuff the run. That's a design quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Cavaliers. And the route is on. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for...
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.